Chocolate man had no time to film this morning, which means that I have to basically film at night. It's already night, and it's actually morning for me because I'm drinking my beautiful hot chocolate. I haven't had the chance to do so, and I'm enjoying it right now. I had to do some errands. I trained Sophie as well. She got a big 4 or 5 hour walk, and she played with the dogs in the park. I think I'm not on the right picture profile. At least that's how it looks. But I don't know until I turn off the camera. I'm a bit tired. I would like a power nap. I don't know if I can do it. I still have some work to do. And also because I do watch social media exactly after I finish all the work of the day. That is really motivating me to work more and faster so that I finish faster so that I can watch some social media freely. I didn't watch any social media except for some Pinterest, but I am allowed to watch Pinterest because that is part of my work. I have to find inspiration. I did make an illustration today, and I'm gonna film a bit later after I do a bit of work. I need to meditate, and I also need to do some other things on my laptop. And yeah, it's been awesome. One of the courses has six. The course that I posted yesterday has 6 students, which is super nice. And also, I kind of have the most minutes in like most amount of money I made in a day in like I think 3 months. So it's amazing. It's starting to give dividends to really make a difference in my life. And I think I should be finishing this and also eating. I didn't eat that much today. I only had a small snack and some sweets. And now I have some chocolates and I have some potatoes and chicken in the air fryer. So that's going to be awesome to eat. I cannot wait to munch on something more with more sustenance or whatever that means, with a little bit more protein. And yeah, I should be stretching a bit. I'm not gonna film a course today just because I already have 3 of them, and I'm gonna do start tomorrow probably or the day after tomorrow. I'm gonna start to film the new courses. I have to film 3 more courses and then I'm gonna be finished. And then I can film the intros and be done with the camera that I have and the iPad. Well, the iPad I still have to keep until I transfer all the files from the iPad to the MacBook. And that's the last sip of the chocolate. Thank you for... No, thank you for watching. I still have to film a bit more. And just like that, another beautiful day is over. I got some interesting realizations while meditating and eating. I was about to cheat and watch some social media while I was eating, but I got a bit... I said no, and it was the best thing that I ever did because I got to thinking about my career. And one of the rules that I have and the thing that has been really keeping me afloat for the last 11 or 12 years since I started pursuing my artistic dreams. And the point is that it's not really worth it. Like, if you tell somebody, just pursue your dreams, you're gonna have everything you want at some point if you work hard enough. No, that's not true. Some people will not get what they want. That's the nature of the world. Sometimes you don't get the success that you want, the recognition, the whatever, no matter how hard you work. And yeah, the things that I've hit this wall over and over and over again. In the beginning, I was thinking that It was because I was not good enough. And I started to become better and better. Every 3 to 6 months, I would be like, oh my God, I've done so much improvement. I will look back at the paintings that I was doing and I was like, how could I paint so ugly? This is so much better. And it didn't work. Like, it's not about quality. And for the first 3 years, I couldn't sell anything. I sold like 5 paintings in 3 years. And then I learned how to sell consistently. And I didn't have rich parents. I'm not having rich parents. So I had to find a solution, how to solve this problem. I wanted to chase my dreams. I quit my well-paying job as a manager and I moved back to my home country and I started to just have no money. I had some savings. They went away super fast in like 6 months. And then I had no money. And I had to come up with a rule. If I don't sell or get any money for a month or a month and a half, I'm just going to get a job for 3 months. And then with the money I calculated on a paper, with the money that I have those 3 months, I can sustain myself for another 3 months while doing painting. And that's what I did for about 3 years until I learned how to consistently sell paintings. But after I learned how to sell paintings consistently, it was coming in waves, like not always having enough money. So I had to get other jobs as well. And then I learned that I could offer other services such as photography, building websites, many other things so that I can earn a bit more side income to sustain this dream that I had. And the only thing that kept me going and is still keeping me going now that I have a bit more success and it's a bit more, not really amazing. I'm still at halfway where I was 11 years ago when I quit my job. My income is half of what I used to earn 11 years ago. So that's how bad it is. But here is the solution. Here is the one strategy that I have that has been keeping me going. It's called, and it's a question, what's the alternative? And for me, the alternative is to get a job that I don't like or that I like and know that I didn't pursue my dreams and the things that I wanted to do. And I know I'm going to hate that because I tried it so many times and I hated it at some point. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want other people to tell me what to do. I want to do whatever I want. And I know it's selfish. And what you have to give up is you're probably not going to make it. So don't try to lie to yourself that one day you're going to make it. That's how you give up. Try to view this, what you have, the pursuit of your dreams, as being the goal, as being the end goal. If you're going to make it, that's a bonus. That's like, I made it. I have more money and I have success and recognition and whatever you are deeming as success. But if you're not going to make it, try to find ways to feel good even if you're not going to make it. Like, I would feel bad about myself if I had a job and I was more successful because I wouldn't have enough freedom to learn so many skills. I wouldn't have freedom to learn about myself, to meditate every day, to improve on my skills, to be more creative, to do so many things, to experiment. Even though I would probably have 3 times more money or 4 times more money. And that's the point. The alternative for me is worse. The alternative for me is not really worth it because I've done it and I quit that for this. And that decision that I took 11 years ago, I still kept it going because I knew the alternative. I kept that alternative and I was like, I'm never going to go back there. Never going to, like, every single job that I take from now on is going to be in service of my dreams and not really for the purpose of having money. So 3 months, 4 months, I get a job to get something else, to really push me forward into, or to get some money that I desperately need to sustain myself through this bad periods that I had. And I've been fortunate enough, because that's how it is. In the last 11 years, I've learned how to sustain myself. And I've learned that by not needing to have a job. And the way I did that is that every 3 to 6 months, I learn a new skill that I can sell. I can promote, and if I meet someone new, I can sell them a myriad of things, from paintings, photography, websites, training dogs, I don't know, business related stuff, management, projects. I even can renovate houses. I can do so many things. I can sell them items. I can basically do a lot of things. And I've earned money by doing that. By basically everything that I've learned also to monetize. I've learned the last skill that I've learned, well, not really, because the last skill that I've learned was properly speaking in front of the camera. But I had this skill in the bag before, but not at this level. But before that, I learned how to train dogs. And yeah, I got paid to train dogs quite a few times. I learned how to do photography. I learned how to do videography. I've learned how to do digital illustrations. I learned how to make courses. I've learned how to teach others. And all of this because I had another rule on top of the idea, the question, which was, what's the alternative? I had a rule that I will get financial freedom, which for me means not having to work for anyone, not having to have an alarm in the morning, where at least the majority of the time. And that rule was every 3 to 6 months, learn a new skill. Sometimes I've learned skills that weren't as good. Like, for instance, I tried to learn programming for about 3 months. I learned quite a bit, but not enough to earn money out of it. It was way too difficult to earn money out of it because I had to get a job to earn money. It was much more difficult to get freelancing gigs off of that skill because, yeah, it's not like other stuff. Like photography, it's easier just because it's a bit of a simpler skill and people need it more, like direct to consumer, not companies. Like sometimes it's easier to sell to other people than it is to sell to companies. But there is a lot more money in selling to companies. Like most of the clients that I had that were paying me the most were actually companies. So you might think of that before you start doing things. Like, yeah, you basically, it's hard to actually do one single thing. You have to think of your skill, your dream, and see all the things, all the branches that go out of it, at least in the beginning, so that you don't end up with no money. Like if you develop all of your skills in that area, like photography, I needed photography for my paintings. I needed to have a camera and I learned photography. And then I learned how to film because I needed some social media posts. And then I filmed myself and so on and so forth until the skills, see, they are adjacent. I've learned how to teach others how to paint and other things. Everything that I've learned, I've also learned how to teach others. I've learned how to make courses by combining painting, teaching others, filming myself, editing videos. See, all these skills, photography, making beautiful texts, and I've learned how to explain concepts and ideas. And yeah, see, now everything put together has led to me having this financial freedom in my mind. But it's not as if I have enough success. It's not as if I told you I earned half of the money that I used to earn 11 years ago. Even though, if you look back 11 years ago, inflation, like everything was so much more cheap than it is right now. So that's what it is. You have to realize, like most people give this advice, like follow your dreams. Because most of them, if they were in my situation or in your situation, or if they were just in the situation of following their dreams with not a lot of success for 11 years, they would give up. But it's not about success. It's about the pursuit of the things that you want to do. It's more, of course, it's amazing to have success and money and things like that, but it's more to do with pursuing and living the life that you want to live, doing the things that you want to do. Because as adults, at least for me, I realized at about 22 or 23 that life is kind of boring. And it was because I had a corporate job. I was a manager, and it was just shitty. I didn't like being a cog in the machine. I didn't like having a 9 to 5. I didn't like that experience. I didn't like other people telling me what to do. I didn't like being responsible for others and telling them what to do, because I didn't like it when other people told me what to do. So I quit, and I said, there has to be more to life. And it was very, very hard for the first 3 years. It was one of the most difficult periods of my life. And that's when I got really, really tough skin. I really got super tough, because when you bang your head against the wall trying to do something and make it and whatever, and you just don't find any success. Like I sold 5 paintings in 3 years. And you keep on putting the blame on yourself so that you find the solutions, because that's the only way that you can really. Blaming others will never solve your problems. And I put it on myself, trying to think that it's the quality. And then I realized it wasn't the quality, it was the sales. And because I improved so much the quality, it was like, come on. It's not like people were like giving me so many compliments. And I was like, but no money. I cannot live off of compliments. And then I learned how to sell. And that was the bane of my existence. It was not really amazing, because I've learned what it takes and how it is to actually sell paintings and make it as an artist. And it's not really that easy. And not only is it not easy, but you end up basically having to do 5 jobs in one. And that's how it is. In any business that you want to create, you have to realize that in the beginning, you have to do the work of many more people. Like, that's how it is. I had to make paintings, I had to photograph, to sell them, to make photos, to make posts, to be a social media manager, to talk to be a customer support, like all kinds of things, And you're saying like, oh, he's just complaining. No. The point is that you have to realize those things, and nobody prepares you for that. And the person that you become, like, the point is that it's easier to get a job. It's a bit easier. It's not that easy, but it's easier to have success in that domain. For me, at least, it was. Like most of the jobs that I had, when I quit, they called me back to come back. And yeah, most of the people were very happy to have me as an employee. And I got promoted a few times. I got to be a manager. And it was so much easier to have success. If I followed that career path, I think that now I would have had not really, like about 5 times the amount that I'm earning monthly now. 5 times just by pursuing that career of a manager, because I was a manager at 22, at 21 actually. And now I'm 32. So it would have been 10 years experience as manager. A good manager gets paid quite handsomely. And yeah, I could have easily gotten managerial jobs and go up the corporate ladder and become that absolutely boring person. But instead, I chose to become an artist and live a miserable life for a long time and become tough and try not to complain and take all of the problems that I have and find just solving them every single day. And I did, and now it's better. But everyone that I know that's the same age or even lower, they are more successful than me. Everyone. Like I used to have one friend that was doing worse than me. He was a bit younger, but now he's earning 3 times as much as me or more than 3 times. So, yeah. That's bad. But they don't have a thing that they don't have the same thing. They have to wake up at the same hour every day. They have to like do things even if they don't want to do them. They have to like really have someone tell them what to do. And I couldn't bear that. And that's why I'm here. I think one of the other reasons to not to tell you that that's the only thing that you need to do, to think of the alternative and make this thing where you pursue your dreams the only way. No, because one of the reasons why it was so easy for me to quit a very successful career, it was because I couldn't deal with other people telling me what to do, especially when I know that they are wrong. So, yeah, I was kind of lucky that way, that I can't really respect authority in that manner. I think that's enough blabbering for today. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.